Hey guys, I'm coming to you with a new video, and the video is going to be on the book review of The Perks of Being a Wallflower. I finished this, I think about a week ago, and I think it was quite good overall, but I'll tell you the reasons what I think about it and my feelings and such. So let's get started. So this book is about a teen named Charlie, and he is going through high school during the 90s era-ish period when I was being born and stuff. And he has to go through a lot. There's a lot that he has to go through in this book. It's pretty much about romance, first loves, drugs, sex. I mean, it talks about all of the major issues of being a teenager and the things that you have to go through, especially back then when there were less regulations and less things going on and everything was more like under the radar. So this book tackles a lot of struggled issues, and Charlie's just a great character to hear it all from. So let me just tell you how this book is kind of written. So this book is written in a way that has, it's all in letters. It's written all in letters, and we have no idea who the letters are being written to or written for, and all we know is that we are reading them and that he is telling us everything and all the secrets, and he doesn't leave anything out. He tells you everything that there is to know, and he makes it sound like the letters are for a stranger or for us as the reader, compared to it being like for somebody who's actually a character in the book, because he says things about them that they probably wouldn't want to know otherwise, and so I think he wouldn't want these letters in the hands of somebody he knows, instead in the hands of a complete stranger, or someone who can never actually do anything to him, and nothing can go wrong. Also, I loved hearing so many things being so truthfully said, and I really loved the way that Charlie talked, and I really loved his friends. The characters were really amazing, and even though you didn't really get to fully know them through a lot of things, but you got to know them through Charlie's eyes, and I think that was the best way to know them, because instead of just knowing them through their presence like in books and through dialogue, you actually know them on a very personal level, like you could feel like they're your friends too, and I think that added a very charming aspect to Charlie's friends, and it made it so that you couldn't not like them. I mean, you might not like them, but you couldn't really not like them. Also, I think that this book is one of those books where everyone reads it and they get something different out of it. Like, everyone will read it and I'll get something different than you would get. And I think it's one of those books where everyone interprets it differently, and I really love that about some books, because it really, I don't know, it's just very odd how books can do that, because most books you get one thing out of it or a couple of things out of it, but this has so much in it that you get a lot. It's crazy. It's crazy. Mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. So what I really want to talk about specifically in this book, without any spoilers, is just Charlie's introverted, sociality. He's very odd, and it's hard to understand why he's that way, and you'll understand more as you're reading through the book, but I feel like that made it harder for me to relate to him as a character, because he is always odd and crying at random times, and it bothered me sometimes, and that kind of threw me off and kind of made it harder for me to relate to him. I could relate to the other characters, as I said before, on a personal level, but for him it was harder to actually relate to him. Not because of the letters, but just because his personality was so completely different to mine. But I don't know, some other people might get, as I said, something different out of that. So maybe that actually helped them understand the book better. So anyway, with the good and the bad, I still really enjoyed this book, and I would still give it a 4 out of 5 stars. So I have to think about this. I always want to start it this way, but it's the opposite direction, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 out of 5 stars. And I only give it 4 out of 5 because it was harder for me to relate to Charlie, as well as the fact that it didn't keep me as interested as I figured I would, but I'm still super, super excited that I had read the book, and I'm super excited for the movie, because I'm curious if the movie will be easier to understand. Certain things that happen that keep you on, you're unanswered by the end of the book. There are some unanswered questions. I don't know. What's your take on it? If you have done a review on this book, please video response it below so I can see it and I can see what your guys' opinions are on this book. And, you know, that's just what I thought. So let me know in the comments below about your thoughts, video response if you have anything to say, and also subscribe above. Bye, guys.